Okay, so we just got a bunch of big news for Transformers Reactivate, and we are going to all break it down right now. Shout out again to RoboGamer for sharing these leaks, and I'll have his video linked down in the description below. So everything that we saw today is we know that Transformers Reactivate is in fact coming 2024. With this image provided from RoboGamer, we see that games Transformers Reactivate forthcoming 2024, splash damage / Tencent, which is honestly really good. This probably means though the game will probably come out probably later at the end of the year, maybe even releases in an open beta state that some games often do. And honestly, I'm fine if they do that. I just hope we get the game soon and the marketing starts soon, which we are now officially in March, so hopefully that starts up soon. Another thing that was shared from RoboGamer is that the fact that this game will only be on current gen consoles, meaning it's only on PS5 and the Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S, as well as PC, of course. And this also means that we will have crossplay as well, which is good because that's honestly been one of my biggest unknowns and on my wish list that the game would be crossplay, so it's good to know that it will be. I don't know how that's necessarily going to work. Maybe it's something of a system how Destiny 2 does it or Warframe, but it is good to know that this game is in fact going to be crossplay and on PS5, Xbox, and PC, and not on the older gen consoles due to it being on Unreal Engine 5, which is something we've talked about before on the channel, is that it wouldn't really make sense to have a game with Unreal Engine 5 that is just a beast of graphical fidelity and just a monster of an engine to be put on these older consoles like the PS4 and Xbox One, because those consoles are just old, and by now people either have a PC or PS5 or Xbox Series X, and we're actually moving into the newer gen of consoles here soon, so it makes sense to put these on the current gen and not old gen. So that's really good to hear that they will be on current gen consoles. He also hints at confidential information coming for Transformers Reactivate, which lines up with what Sanders said from what we talked about back in late January on how the marketing for this game should start around springtime, and we are in early March here, so it could start maybe mid-March, end of March, maybe April or May, but right now is a good time to start promoting and marketing this game, as not really a lot of game stuff is going on right now, so it would be best for this game to start the marketing now. He also brings up the fact that the Certain Affinity build for the game may have been completely scrapped and that splash damage started from the ground up, which is very interesting to me, because if that is the case, then that probably explains why it's taken so long for this game to get out of the door, because they just completely scrapped everything and started from scratch. And we know that this could be somewhat true, as former lead dev of Bulkhead for Transformers Reactivate, Neil, has said before that some of the images that was shown from Certain Affinity's build looks completely quote-unquote fake or not, real to what the game has currently. So this could completely line up with what Neil said, and that they started from scratch, which is honestly pretty interesting and leads me to wonder what has been scrapped, what ideas have been scrapped, and what will be on the current build of the game. Another thing we saw was 3 zones for Transformers Reactivate. Obviously New York, from what we've seen from the art and all that, so that makes sense. Chicago as well, which is pretty interesting. And the 3rd zone is what Robo described has lava in it, so I don't know, it sounds pretty cool having a lava area. I feel like a lot of games now don't have that type of terrain and zone, so a lava area / zone would be pretty cool and interesting as you fight the Legion off with, of course, the terrain being lava and coming your way. Honestly, with all this information that has come out today, it is quite a bit, but I am really excited for this game to start the marketing, and hopefully we do get a release date, maybe Q3 of this year, or most likely Q4. If I was a betting man, I would probably say we'd get this game's release around maybe November or December, which I know is quite a bit of ways, but it would still hit the 2024 target. But I would love to know your guys' thoughts. Leave a like if you're new, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, take care.